Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the DomJake Podcast. This is our 14th installation. Can you believe that, Dom?
Nope, I cannot. It's like it almost feels like we're 30 episodes in. That's how it feels. It feels we're only 14. Jeez.
It feels like we're 30 episodes in, but it also feels like we're only one episode in. Because I can still remember the first recording as if it was yesterday. In fact, it was probably like a year ago, and yesterday. I don't know. I didn't do any fact checking, but
a year and 4 months. Oh my gosh.
oh, did you actually do the checking, or
I just did the mental math.
Whatever the reason? It's been a long time since we pretty much started this. Although it kind of felt like we've been doing this longer. But how much of the first recording do you remember? Do you remember like what the theme was, what the episode was, what your answers were?
I remember literally writing on a piece of paper everything about my kingdom, and then while listening to yours.
Your kingdom, right? Our kingdom. Well, today we're talking about something that I had to cut out of that recording. I don't know if you remember, but actually tell me something else that happened during that recording.
Oh yeah, we talked memories from high school, and
we did. That's accurate.
And I remember for some reason I brought up the Burger King's Halloween Whopper. I don't know why not.
How do you remember that? I'm gonna need to actually fact check you. I'm gonna listen to that podcast, and I don't know, maybe put the clip here. No, I'm too lazy to do that. But
I don't even know if we have the original. Do you have the original audio before you edited it?
Before? No, I actually don't. I thought that I couldn't have too much space built up on this app that we use, but apparently that wasn't the case. It's just we kept on experiencing technical difficulties, and I thought by having a lot of storage filled up that was causing it. It wasn't. But regardless, I'm talking about a different thing. That was something that I actually ended up cutting out.
Well, oh yeah, by the way, my name is Dominic. Forgot to introduce myself if I haven't already.
Technically, I haven't introduced myself either, by name either, so... Well, and I am the Jake half, but all of you already knew that. Okay. Do you want to start this?
Do I, huh?
Alright, well... I have a possibly invasive question that I have to ask you.
Now I'm curious.
Do you have a belly button?
I think the last time I checked, I do have one, and I'm certain you do too.
Is it in any? This is also invasive. In fact, more invasive. Is it an innie, or is it an outie?
Well, if you're really that concerned, I have an innie. So what's this leading to?
Why do you think you have that belly button?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's where my umbilical cord was until it got cut off.
Well, today we're going to be talking a little bit about the pistils and stamens. Doesn't that sound pleasant?
Interesting way to say it.
The pistils and stamens.
Are you talking about flower pistils, or?
I'm sorry, not that kind of pistil and stamen. What I actually mean is pretty much what you said a little bit before, but Your umbilical cord, the thing that nurtured you for hopefully at least 8 months, hopefully, and after
Yeah, I
it
like where
being
this is going.
after it being severed from you, severed from you, yeah, that's the word, severed.
Do you
After it being
remember?
severed
Who remembers that?
surgically and
Surgically ripped
surgically
off of you.
removed, what
Yeah.
happened to that cord, you think?
It could have been dried up in probably somewhere probably somewhere, or it could have been washed away wherever they disposed of it.
Something I hear is the parents sometimes eat the umbilical cord. Yeah, if that's the case that happened to you. Well, actually, the two of you, right? If I recall.
Yep, the two of us. We had we had our own womb.
Yeah,
Well,
you weren't womb mates, right?
nope. We had our own separate kind. Womb mates. Yep, that's what we were. Not that.
Womb mates. All right. So we're not actually talking about belly buttons. We are not really talking about the umbilical cords. We're talking about what was at the other end of that umbilical cord. What do you think was on the other side of that?
The one that carried us.
One that carried us. Oh shoot, I didn't know I was your twin. Oh geez, I'm just discovering that one now. But it is the one who carried us for that long.
Yeah. Ah,
Also known as
moms.
mothers, madres, um, mommy?
Hey, mama,
Alright.
da. Hey, mama, da, da, da. I don't even know the lyrics, so don't even bother.
Alright, yes. We are talking about the one who has our developing meat sacks for around 9 months. Our own flesh and blood. Our
Yeah.
mother. More specifically, a little holiday that's coming up soon.
Oh.
Specifically, our monitoring plans. I have to mutter that. I have to mumble that because I don't want anybody hearing that I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that is coming up. Hmm. Yeah,
Alright,
that's crazy.
let's get cracking.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't want to overshare because we don't know how much they're comfortable with us talking about. And it's not like we have permission because we kind of want to do this in a little bit more secretive way.
Well, not.
But,
I mean, we want to not enough to be like, why'd you? I didn't ask you to put that in.
right, it's not like we're going to say it took them 500 hours just to mop up the
Mm-hmm.
juices from that blessed day we were removed. No, that's
Probably with
disgusting.
our now shriveled up umbilical cord. That's 21 years later.
That's if it even exists anymore.
I don't think it does.
You're gonna tell me something, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing. What is your mother's favorite flower? Let's start with that one, an easy one, or I hope easy.
My most favorite. Hmm. I I guess tulips.
Your most favorite? I was
I
asking
don't.
about your mother's most favorite,
I. Hmm.
not yours. Who gives a shit about
I don't give. I guess I'm not a big flower person, but hey, if I had to
it?
guess, I guess my mom's favorite flower, I guess, is probably a rose or sunflower. I guess I don't know her better than she does herself.
True.
As for your Madre's favorite flower?
That would be
Mm-hmm.
the answer to that with me, Madre, would probably be tulips, daffodils, like the lilacs, like things like that. I did ask her before, like, what her actual like favorite one, and the name isn't actually coming to me, but
Mm.
it's like I don't think it's not orchids. It's she like carnations. That's the one, carnations. That's her actual favorite one, not the one that I texted you earlier. But
Nope.
she still does like yellow tulips and daffodils and things like that. But that's a great jumping off point.
Interesting.
A
So,
great jumping off point. How about you ask something similar to that, and then I'll answer it, and then afterwards you can answer it, just like I did with the flowers.
is your have a favorite pastime?
That's a good question. Probably being a passenger on a boat, because like my mom's side, right? My grandfather basically, my mother's father, because it would kind of be weird if my mom hung out with my dad before we even met, right? But basically, her family was like pretty big on the boat life, let's just say, and that was one of those experiences where pretty much every time that there was a possibility, that boat would be out on river, right? And also extended into the estuary. He almost couldn't remove her from the boat. It was just just a hangout
Mm-hmm.
time sort of experience. Hang out and possibly eat the fish that you might have caught. Or so. What about your mom's favorite pastime?
Huh. I mean, I know she likes to spend time with her siblings, like my aunts and uncles.
Because you also have that Italian blood running through your veins, right?
Yep, I do. It's like pure ragu going through my
Everybody.
stomach. Go through my. Just kidding. We don't even use jarred.
Oh, geez, humble brag, why don't you?
Mm-hmm. We'll just brought my Italian
It's a
blood. It's really one of our favorite pastimes is spending time with my aunts and uncle.
would that just be like a regular, I don't know, lunch, or would it be like hanging out in the kitchen, like
It's
doing
like
something, or
it's like
is it like,
an
or what sort of activity would that be?
I don't know. Like I guess I know she likes to shop with one of my aunts, but
Shopping? All right.
it's nothing like. I mean, I don't know how. It's not often, but they do. Let's just say a wholesale place, but
So, something else
we'll.
that I'm curious about. The last, I guess, the last icebreaker, or I guess you could call it an ice cream breaker. What would your mom's favorite ice cream flavor be? Or toppings included? It doesn't matter. Like, pretend calories don't exist and pretend money doesn't exist. What would be if we were to build the perfect bowl for her? What
She
would it look
it would be the soft serve with cherry dip.
like? Served cherry dip, yeah. What would the flavor be, you think?
Just be vanilla, plain vanilla.
Plain vanilla with the cherry? Yeah. All
Yep.
right. I see that. A lot more simpler than the answer that I got earlier.
Well, not like
Let's
a.
just say that.
I mean,
So,
any ice cream with gold sprinkles on it and and it doesn't have calamari. It doesn't have caviar on it either. It's not fancy ice cream.
I mean, I hope you're not putting fish eggs on your. Actually, I would still try that, believe it or not. But
Yeah, I'll let you try it. I ain't.
oh shoot, you got me. My next taste trades is caviar ice cream.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Sorry, that's a family lunch. I'm just kidding, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say. No, it's not.
It could be.
Yeah. I'll have to sail and go fishing and squeeze the eggs out of them.
All right, but
We'll have to cut that out.
Believe it or not, my mom's favorite ice cream is not caviar related, but in fact, it's a bowl. Let's see, of 1 scoop vanilla, 1 scoop of chocolate. Have some strawberries cut up in there, some chocolate sauce, some caramel drizzle, a little bit of like cookies on top of it. Yeah, you know the works. Whipped cream,
Yeah.
one of those little cherries on top, right? Basically like that. It doesn't like bananas on them though.
Yeah.
I learned that. I learned that recently, but that's essentially it for like the ice cream breakers.
Ice cream
Want to move
breakers.
on? Do you want to move on to possibly potential planned per
What we're doing for
person
the mother for.
for
Yeah. We have I'm gonna check the calendar, see what we're doing.
because obviously it's not tomorrow as the recording of this, but actually my calendar doesn't say when it is.
It's in 9 days.
I
Wait, no,
guess.
no, wrong. I'm looking at I'm looking at a different day. Whoops. Hold on, 12 days.
27. 12. Okay.
I'm
Not
assuming.
too.
I'm assuming. I don't even know what day it is this year. Actually, I think it's in 12 days.
If it is or isn't, doesn't matter. We just are discussing the plans for that particular moment in time.
I'm sure my mom wants to spend. I'm sure spend time with us.
Probably. No, she actually wants to run the farthest away from the three of you.
Yeah, she wants to. Yeah, she'll just go kayaking and never come back.
Go kayaking, never come backing.
Sorry, I guess we have to pay our own bills.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, well, what do you think? Well, I'm guessing the same thing's going to be happening with you guys.
Mostly. I mean, I'm probably. Yeah, actually, you did say you were probably gonna hang out. Would that be the only thing, or do you have like a dinner planned, or do you have like a special, I don't know, gift card, or do you have like a, I don't know, coupon book that you're gonna write right now that says redeem for one hug or something, or
redeem for a hugging kiss,
or are you gonna buy like I don't know the scarecrow that she's been looking after or whatever?
What a coupon for H&M?
What are you gonna do?
I think if anything, we're probably just gonna at least sign a card, and maybe we'll go to dinner. Who knows?
Oh, so it's pending right now.
It's still pending.
Don't really know. Okay. A similar situation could be actually said with my case, right? Like we'll probably do Happy, mm, happy day, right? We're gonna do
Mm-hmm.
that, and probably similar to what you said, have that card. But I'm thinking of upping it a little bit. I kind of want you to join me in this one, kind of, right? I'm talking about things that I think you and me, but I was already planning to do this anyway, but we should do
Mm.
something a little extra,
I don't
if you
even
want, if you
know.
want to call it that.
Oof. We'll probably. I don't know. Are we gonna buy? Are we gonna buy? Are you guys gonna buy or something?
I am thinking that possibly, if you have the ingredients by, I don't know, 12 days from now, or whatever you said, right? As long as you have the ingredients for it, what if you did some good old fashioned revisit taste trades too? Make some shortbread cookies.
Yeah. I'm sure. I don't see that being a problem, but yeah, I I don't see why I can't make them.
Yeah, I mean, you already did. And the thing that I was thinking of doing was having you do mine, and I'll do mine again. So then we used like the same one. But obviously, you could
Mm-hmm.
do the ones you sent me or any of the iterations that I sent. But I think we should do that and possibly make some homemade frosting and decorate them. Doesn't that sound amazing?
It does in hindsight.
Because if you pair that with another thing that I want you to do,
Oh, well,
I want you to it doesn't matter if it's handwritten or typed, but write a sappy parody of your mom's favorite song and perform it for her.
oh my god. Ah.
That's actually different from what I was going to say. I just thought of that literally right now. Um, you could hear the other more relaxed version, but the thing that I was going to suggest was possibly like writing a little poem and sticking it in like an envelope or something right next to the plate of cookies or something, like something like that. Or just instead of, one of those pre-made cards, it came from the heart.
Hallmark.
Yeah, not homework. Just it has to be from the minds of D or J, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's dumb mark.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think the two of us should do something like that, where we make some good old cooks for and also write a little poem with it, or a parody of the song, if you choose. But I'm probably just gonna do the poem.
A poem would be a lot easier.
Probably would be, because it doesn't mean you have to perform it.
I don't think my vocals are warmed up for that right now.
It's 12 days from now. You don't need to do that today.
Not today. No, not today.
You have time to warm up if you need. I have good warm ups. I could take you through them. That's
Perfect.
not a warm up because you're going straight into it. You got to warm up to it. Don't go straight into it. That's what a warm up is. It's just like stretching. You're not going to run your 10-mile marathon just
Just to
as you
perform.
stretch. As
Just
you
so what?
stretch. Right?
The only thing I'm stretching is my vocal cords, right?
but you got to warm up to it. That's the point of the warm up. I could go on and on about warm ups. I don't need to.
Nah, we're not
That's
gonna.
what I was thinking. I was thinking some good old cookies and poetry. Are you gonna join me in that?
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to do this. I'd have to do it when she's not home.
Well, you could do the poetry part when she's home. Just, don't show her what you're doing.
The
Yeah, right.
cookies.
You go up to her and say, "Does this sound right? Read my poem. It's not for you. It says your name, but it's not for you. Can you look at it to make sure it's grammatically correct?"
Would you make sure I?
It's it's about a different Janice, right? It's not you, Janice. It's a different Janice.
Sorry.
Obviously, I'm
Oh,
saying Janice because I know Janice is not is not the names of either one of. But yeah, you got my point.
hmm yeah. It's like, oh yeah, hey, here's my. Make sure this is correct. Oh wait, what is? Oh, you weren't supposed to see that.
Are you thinking of doing like a roses are red, violets are blue?
Oh, jeez. Roses are red, violets are blue. I got paper cuts. Are as red as, but my blood is as red as the roses I gave you.
Oh, so it does rhyme. It's just longer.
hmm
Or uh, branches are brown. The sun is yellow. I tripped on a banana and I fell down.
hmm
So now I'm crying yellow. I don't know.
Ah,
Oh God, we're doing episode what, 10 or something all over again.
yeah,
No, 10
and
was the purge. 6? I think
yeah.
it's 6.
Wow, it's that long ago. Wow. Yeah.
Luckily we don't need to do rhyming
Nope, not that
right now.
anymore. Nope.
But I'm thinking of doing like, well, poetry and cookies. And I don't know, maybe brew some favorite coffee or tea or pour their favorite margarita mix or
hmm
something, right? Put some gin and tequila in a blender, call it a day.
There you go. This is happy. It's even got the
Happy.
poem that's blended. It's even got my poem in it.
Oh, jeez, you're making her eat your words.
Yep, it's the gift all in one. Even the even the daffodils are inside of it.
Oh boy. See, whenever I wrote flower on the recipe, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, not that kind of flower.
That flower is not, in fact, all purpose.
It's only a one purpose.
Typically to just sniff and look at, so I guess two purpose.
Yeah, it's only a dual purpose, and not really meant to ingest. I guess.
How about this? I already went into, the 9 months leading up to you, but how about after the fact that you started to start really making memories? Do you have like a favorite memory that you could think of, or two or three, whatever, uh, that you've spent with your? Mhm.
My. I do. I think I'd have to look it back at my life now.
Well, walk me through it. Yeah, take me back. I'm gonna close my eyes, and you're gonna take me back to that day, and I'm gonna pretend like I don't know. Who do you want me to play? Do you want me to be you, or do you want me to
Just be the. I guess you could be the audience while I.
the
You know.
audience? Okay.
So
All right. I'll close my eyes. Take me through it.
I guess we went to the. Guess Well, let's just call it a seaport, but we'll not give the town name away.
The seaport, that's such an easy location. I would have chosen a different place. This
So
movie sucks. This
that's
movie
just
sucks.
I went, I guess, going to a show when I was little.
What type of show?
It's like a little it was like a little kid show. It was like a concert show.
Oh, you moved on to a different memory.
I'm talking
I
about when
thought
I
you
was
were
little.
I thought you were gonna explain further about the port.
Oh, that.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought
Oh, yes,
the
the
whole point
port.
of this was so then you could illustrate the memory, not just say,
Uh,
"Oh, I got a bouncy ball one time." How'd you get the bouncy ball? Tell me.
I guess we planned the trip and then walked around, checked out. This is an old. Check out this old house or this here and there, and look at the history of the town. I don't.
Anything else
Then we saw a scaled down model of that town, and
of that town? What town? Name it.
do I have
Details.
do I have to give it away for everyone to stalk us?
I
The
could cut
M,
it out.
the insert name here, Seaport.
Right. So it was a scale model of M
Yeah,
from the 19 or the 1800s or something.
something like that. But it was like a long time ago when I went there. It was
How long ago do you think?
12 years.
12 years, something like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then they had houses from the 1800s, and they show where people had to use the bathroom where there was no toilets, so they had a bowl.
Right. Little chamber pots. Did he end up using one?
Yeah, no, nope. I think it's like a little display piece.
Bogus. You should have shat like an old colonial.
Yeah, and I'd love to be filmed while I'm doing
You
it.
should churn your own butter.
Yep. Well, except this butter is a little spoiled.
And a little brown and stinky.
Yep. Actually, it's the Hershey factory. Yeah. Now this went from 0 to 100. So yeah, that's pretty much at least my pretty much the one of the memories I have.
You mentioned, or you started to mention earlier, a different one.
Yeah. So yeah, I went
Want
to
to dive into that one?
I went to when I was little. I went to some kids show.
What was it?
It was a Barney show.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And I I do have. Yep,
I'm
that's
almost
pretty.
more embarrassed to have people hearing that rather than talking about.
Yep, that's a memory I have with. It was just me and my mom. Everyone, but hey, it's just a memory.
Did the purple dinosaur diddle you at all?
I'm thankful that he did not.
Did you stegosaurus?
His arms are too small to reach down there.
You don't know what he's capable of with his tail.
Yeah.
Oh God, what were the cavemen doing?
Well, let's
This
just say
cave
that.
painting look
Let's just say
great.
that. Let's just say they were rubbing two sticks together.
Oh God, gay cavemen.
Yeah.
That's where Brokeback Mountain came from.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
oog, me ung. We oog ung together.
Ung. Let's oog ung. Oog ung. Whoopee. Oh god,
Oog,
this episode's pretty spicy.
oog no swing that way.
This is now a pretty spicy episode. I like how we went from talking about to cavemen.
That's not. Yeah, that's actually a far stretch. How did that happen?
Yeah,
Because the Diddlosaurus.
we were talking about that, and then we just went to.
But yeah, speaking of like memories and stuff like that, though, one that I recall pretty fondly, something that I recall pretty well, is that pretty much every year, or pretty much, our family pretty much went down to Orlando, Florida,
Mm,
in and basically we ended up doing the Disney park route thing, right? And a lot of the time, since I'm still not even fond of them today, but uh, certainly back then I couldn't really handle a lot of the rides and a lot of the coasters and things like that. So I would usually just sit out on a bench. Obviously, like I'm 7 or 8 years old or whatever, so you can't just leave me there alone
nah.
while you do your thing. So usually a lot of the time, since my dad and brothers really wanted to go on these things, or maybe my mom really wanted to too, but she always hung out with me like on a bench, and we used to even go to these like go to, like the vendors, the snack vendors, and we got like these collectible tubs of like popcorn, right? So we should
Mm-hmm.
just split that while waiting for them to finish up their rides that I just did not want to go on, right? So I remember I like this specific memory the most out of all the time because it's kind of like a tradition at this point. We just sit on a bench with popcorn every now and then. But one of the times we we saw that they had like a new flavor of popcorn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we figured, hey, why don't we try it out? Um, you know how Goofy's Candy Company is a thing down there, right?
I guess I don't know enough about Disney, but sure. I mean, I know
Oh
enough
boy,
about Disney. I mean, I know enough about Disney, but I haven't been to
but
Disney
not like
World.
the parks and stuff like
Nope.
that, right? Okay, well, I definitely have you beat there then. Well, Goofy, you know the character, the
Yeah.
Goosh guy, right?
You'll. You'll. Yeah, I know that.
The Hyukin Menace. Um,
Yeah.
that man dog owns apparently a candy company. So
Mm.
he, I'm saying this is
Hope it's not a chocolate company.
it has a lot of things.
So
It it does have chocolates, but
well, Goofy
mainly
would.
mainly not. I guess it's like an even mix. There's the sours, there's the fruits, there's the chocolates, there's the fudges, the apples. They do the candy apples and the you know that fun stuff, the caramel apples, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so they essentially do a lot of things, but so a part of this was they were testing out this new popcorn idea where they took hindsight. It sounds disgusting now because, well, I've had it, but they had these little candy coated popcorns. That doesn't sound bad whenever I put it that way. Like you've heard of caramel popcorn, and that's a delight.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But
Yeah. It's.
whenever you hear the candy that they used, you might think otherwise. They had like a fruit medley, basically. Like, some of the pieces were blue, and they were, I think they were blue raspberry. Some of them were orange. Obviously, that's orange. Green for lime, red for whatever. But it was a good gimmick for the first like maybe 10 pieces. But after it's like, I can't have more. I don't like this. This is sickening. And I think for the rest of that trip, I think I felt terrible after that. But even if I felt bad in that moment, it's still a good memory to look back on. That's certainly one of them that I do look back on. Obviously, like I said, it's pretty much like a tradition where we go around to those vendors and get a bucket of popcorn almost every time. Sometimes we didn't do it, but um, generally that's like one of those great memories, right? Other times where, yes, I'm bringing school into this, I know, but the times in elementary school where they needed parental like guidance, right, or volunteers, right? All the time, my mom would be the volunteer for my class. So, uh, yeah, she helped like my first grade class, I think. Actually, no, this is probably actually fourth or fifth then. She did like the volunteer stuff where parents come in to do various little activities, and all those activities, most of them actually, were done with her, right? So I'm fortunate about that one.
Yep, but I think by the time at least we were in second grade is when at least they were all at least revamped.
Yeah, well, we say revamped, but like, let's be honest, there are probably some holes in the ceiling still. They just built it up to a point where it's functional, right? Same sort of thing with the high school. That obviously had a lot of problems, even though it's supposedly the newer one. That had problems. But yeah, like those certain memories, like another school event, but you remember field day, right?
Oh my gosh. Field day.
So obviously my school did the same thing where all around the property, they would set up little games. It's basically a full day of recess is the easy way to explain it. It was just a way to get, children active in different fun ways because, oh, the math teacher isn't a math teacher today. The math teacher is, playing frisbee with everybody. Wow, that's fun. Or something like that. Actually, it wasn't a math teacher because the teacher was just the teacher in elementary school. But another thing that happened during the field day event was this was like the first year that my mom had like a touchscreen phone, right?
Oh wow! So this is not that long ago.
Not that long ago, but it was elementary school days. So in our standard, it is kind of a long time ago. Definitely more than 10 years anyway. But yeah, right. So she didn't really know how to use the camera function. And after like I was done with an event, I think I did pretty well with after the event, I was like, "Oh, so you took a video of it? You got it?" And then but let's make this interactive. Guess what happened?
No video, right?
Well, yes, that's half of it, but since it was like the first touchscreen that she was learning, she thought that the camera, like how you could just see what you're going to take a photo or video of.
Yeah.
She didn't press record. She thought that was the video.
So she just took a picture then.
She didn't even take a picture. She just thought that was the video. That was how you make it. Because hey, it's moving. I see my kid and all these other kids moving on my phone. Must be doing it right. And get any video. And I was, I think, the most proud of that field day activity too. and they
Mm-hmm.
just got nothing. Uh,
Wow.
no video. Of course, like at the time, I'm like, because I mean, I don't think I knew really how to use the phone, but I think I was able to be like, well, the TV remote or the VHS DVD remote has this symbol as the play button or as the record button. I think you're supposed to press this one. There's no video here. Where is it? Like I think I was able to piece that together. Like this symbol is the same as this. Why didn't you press this? But
Oh, wow.
even though like I lost out on a video that I probably wouldn't have ever watched again. Well, I couldn't say never because sometimes I look at like the old videos and stuff like that. But
Learn nothing from.
I was so upset. I mean, like, she took a video.
Yeah, like an imaginary video, like only to find out, oh, oops,
Yeah,
I pressed the wrong thing.
she took a video, quote unquote, but didn't capture anything in it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I forget if it was like a wiffle ball thing or if it was the hula hoop because I was a great hula hooper. I probably still am. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just a rhythm thing. You just keep going in the same way forever. And I mean, you stop after you get tired. I don't even to this day. Like I am probably heavier than what I was in what third grade or something. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Even to this day, though, I can't understand how people can't hula hoop. I think it's easy. Like just, just do it.
Hula hoop is not. It's not
How
hard to
can't you?
do.
It's not hard to do. It's just you rotate your hips in a circle while there's a hoop around you. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yet, and yet people are like, of course, because they're not even rotating their hips while they do it. It's like they expect that the hoop does the work for them. It's like it's not working. Then they throw the hoop around them. They're like,
Just gonna
see,
move your.
it spins like twice and then it falls to the ground. How do you keep it up then? You
Mm,
rotate yourself. But yeah, it was one of those events like a wiffle ball or a hula hoop event. But I didn't get a video. I got a few photos. Like there was a photo of me. I don't know if it still exists, but on the diamond. Getting ready to hit the wiffle ball, right? So you got a picture of that, or a picture of me standing with a hula hoop around my waist, but not a video. And I think that's one of those funny moments to look back on. I don't even know if he remembers that. That's the
mm.
funny thing about memory.
I guess like the more time goes on, the it gets more and more hard to remember. It's like fading. Like kind of like a sand, like a little one of those like old sand hour timers with the sand in it.
Yeah, once the bottom layer of sand gets covered up, well, you got the fresh layer of sand that's being added on top of that. That's probably more of the worry. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there are like the outliers and the stronger memories where it's like, oh, every year we do this tradition. So obviously, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, whenever you were 3, we made cookies, right?
I
It's like
rem-
if it's the same thing that happens every single time, then
Now I
it's gonna happen
remember.
every time.
Now I remember a tradition that I guess me and my mom do every Friday in middle school, or at least sixth grade.
Middle school every Friday, so every
Not
week.
almost every, yeah, just about
Bi-
until eventually
so
till
bi-weekly
eventually.
or something. Yeah,
Yes, so it's like I used to always go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a medium hot caramel latte every Friday.
you're in 6th grade.
Sixth grade and drinking coffee pretty much.
6th grade. I
No,
don't
no,
even.
sixth grade.
Do you brew a cup of Joe every morning?
Do unless you're talking about me back in Middle school, or are you talking about now?
I'm talking about, well, mainly now, but yeah, mainly now.
Yeah, I do make my own cups.
Like every day.
Not every day, but like most days.
Most day, most days I don't. It's like a treat that I brew one for myself. Like, I mean, for me, coffee consumption, yes, we're kind of changing the subject a little bit, but coffee consumption for me is like I will do it 1 week out of the year and then just not really touch it a lot. Right.
Mm.
That's interesting though. Every Friday you've got a coffee. When you're in sixth grade, it's like
Yeah.
what energy do you need in sixth grade?
I don't know. I guess not. I guess I didn't have enough. I mean, I had enough, but I guess I needed more or wanted more.
How? That's like giving meth to a crackhead.
I actually didn't start drinking coffee till I was in 5th grade.
What the fuck? That's even younger.
But no,
But I
that
mean, I
tradition.
mean,
I mean, but the tradition but no. Besides the
yes,
tradition.
that tradition is a good memory, whether I agree with it or not.
Yeah, well, I guess 12-year-old me really wanted that cup.
Made you feel more like an adult, I guess.
I guess. Kind of felt more like an adult. It's like, oh, I'm in middle school. I feel like a grown up now. I'm not.
Oh wow, everybody! I drank my first cup of coffee. Now I'm gonna review Bop It.
Yeah, yeah. All adult things, you know.
That's a little stretch.
Yeah. After your coffee,
After
you.
after beating the freeze flame galaxy, I'm gonna pour myself a good old liquor.
Yeah. Have a after I score 100 on Bop It.
Drink it to start.
Yeah.
Guzzle it.
Good. Drink it.
Pour it.
Pour it. Spill it. Ow! Yeah.
Break it on a chair and stab somebody in it because you're in a brawl now.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a tradition.
Rob a bank.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. Sounds like a nice mother and son bonding right there.
My mom sucked and probably still doesn't. I bought it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, reminds me of that Robot Chicken. Like there was a segment where they had the guy had a bop and he made him shoot some people. Yep, that just went dark. Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to be silent to let you just cook on that.
Yep. So it's like yep. Reminds me of that. Reminds me of that little clip that I remember. But yep, that was that. Even though I got an early start on coffee, so that's pretty much it.
Hey, maybe they started you with the strong stuff, so it doesn't affect you as much now or whatever. Maybe that's the case.
Actually, I still get awake every time. No, I'm almost talking like I have a coffee addiction, but no.
Well, the first step of a coffee addiction is saying you don't have a coffee addiction. I just really just. Oh, okay.
You didn't expect that though?
But I mean, to be fair, I think I do recall like a a red hooligan holding like a Dunkin' cup walking in the hallway, but I think it was before we even spoke. I think I do recall something like that.
Oh,
But
video production, you'd always see my cup, remember?
Oh God, because he still brought. You had coffees in the car. I forgot. Oh my God.
The memories.
But yeah, all those memories, right? Edit and maybe an age edit, but I don't need to worry about the costume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, obviously, like it'll take a little bit longer if I did the cut off your face, just glued it onto onto. You
Well, like
know,
an old Navy model.
oh yeah, or an old Navy model that might be wearing an outfit that would work.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, I'm not putting a white dude's head on a black lady.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
not
would.
doing that.
Yeah, no.
Although I suppose technically it doesn't matter because I'll be coloring over the skin anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Very. It's a very topic.
But obviously we don't need to go that route. But I kind of really want to because I think the thumbnail will be so funny.
Oh
I
yeah. Well,
really think that. So it's one of those like if you're super against it, then I guess I could drop it and do a different thing.
I don't
But
mind. I don't mind. I guess I don't mind getting my face stitched on somebody.
at the very least, that's possible. I could definitely do that. It'll just take a little bit longer.
I got. I could just. I could have my head, and then I could just have like a head pick and like do like a. I could do a filter and then send
Oh,
you it.
don't worry about the filter. I got everything.
Oh,
Like I could deal with pretty much all of it,
they're perfect.
especially the fact because part of this is pretty much the coloring in process where I'm just going to be tracing over what I see anyway. It's not going to be like, you know, really you or really an old Navy model or really
Mm-hmm.
your actual mom. If that's something, I don't want to do that though,
Mm-hmm.
because something tells me that I'm not going to get permission, even if you got your permission. Like, just very cautious about that stuff.
Yeah.
Except she'll play the Facebook games all the time that ask you, "Oh, um, the combination of words of your birthday is what band name you have." Oh, let's see. April means windy, and then oh, let's see where the seventh is. That says Sharks. Oh, my band name is Windy Sharks. That's awesome. And then like from that, it's like, oh, I know it's April 7th. That's fun.
Oh
I mean,
boy.
it isn't April 7th. I made that one up. But
Mm-hmm.
like she does those Facebook games all the time, and it's like, oh, they're just probably slowly collecting your data based off your stupid little answers. Probably. It's fine doing those ones, but she doesn't really want me to like post a random picture or whatever.
Oh,
Weird how weird the priorities, but
I
yeah,
know. Oh wow. So we haven't even done a. We got to do a conclusion too.
that's what I was getting to.
All right.
I almost want to do like a pun or something, but I don't have it prepared, so I'm probably just gonna do another regular conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we aren't doing taste trades this time. Okay. Mm. For a second, I was gonna be like, and that brings us to taste trades. Let's do this now.
Not
We're
anymore. We're
not doing.
not.
We're not doing that. I'm gonna keep that for 16.
Mm-hmm.
16. Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, 16.
because I'm 16 and I'm gonna. You remember 16? It's
Do
like a
I?
cartoon show where like four, I don't know, or six teenagers were like working in a mall or something.
I don't remember much of that.
There was an episode where like the skater guy noticed that you got like a donut every single time you donated blood. So
Mm-hmm.
like, so he donated like a lot of blood just to get a lot of donuts, right? Like free donuts. All I have to do is get pricked. And it's like he looks sick after it because they're taking a lot of blood from the guy.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
doesn't matter. I don't want to do this.
This has been this, and that.
Now, hasn't this been a mother of an episode?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it has.
No kidding. But yeah, it was certainly a blast and a half from Barney the Dinosaur to record this.
Yeah. Very nice blast from the past.
A good old dinosaur invasion. Right. But it was certainly a heck of a time
Yeah.
to be recording,
Yeah.
especially about this topic.
We haven't recorded like this since the Stone Ages. Ah, nice little pun there.
Oog.
Ooga ooga bunga, yeah.
Oog be. Oog. Oog be happy.
Oog ooga boog,
How,
me too.
how, oong. How oong be.
I oog be ooga don't oogaba understand.
Oh.
Your accent, ooga. We're getting carried away now.
Well, thank you for listening, watching, planning out things with your possible parental unit.
Hope you enjoyed us and let us know in the comments what you guys have plans for, if not already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm planning on uploading this on the day of, so possibly you already finished your plans, if you have any. So maybe plot them down below. And while you're down there, be sure to.
What's that? Is that a subscribe button? Well, if you haven't clicked that already, do it now. Or if not, it's your choice.
I thought I thought our mothers told everybody that they can't have dessert unless if they do. So
Ah, well,
that's a little awkward there.
so if you want dessert, then you must also click the like button if you want to.
Once again, if you want dessert, I mean, our moms make a great dessert, so you should probably do that.
Yeah, me too.
And while you're at it, ding a ling a ling a ding dong ding. Smack that little bell icon. Make sure
Yeah.
every update, every video, every single part of our lives
Yes.
will be
Our
shared to you.
lives. Yeah. Eh, our lives are more important, so please hit the bell. Just kidding. Everyone's life's valuable. Okay.
Well, apparently,
Apparently. Wow. Mother's Day joke.
apparently so, right?
Yeah.
Mother.